a UCLA educator with a special emphasis on Latin American studies. And Dr. Pescador, thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
It's a pleasure.
We talked so much in the past about the sleeping giant of the Latino voter. Some people are saying today the sleeping giant woke up and he's a little bit cranky and was heard at the polls yesterday. What's your take on that?
Yes, well, you know, the Obama administration was very, very cautious in terms of its handling because there were a great number of deportations during the first half of its administration. And then when they saw the value of this electorate in terms of the margins in those swing states, they did two things strategic. The first one was create a discretionary authority for judges and immigration to not deport families and then stop the criticism of you're breaking up families. The second thing was support the youth, you know, the offspring of those immigrants, and say you have an opportunity to be here for 2 years legally. You can actually apply for residency eventually once we reform the system, but for the moment we're treating your children well.
And there's two things we know about the Latino population: fastest growing minority in the entire country and skews very young. So really hit on two messages, correct?
Absolutely. If you look at the numbers, how the Latino electorate voted for Obama, it was increasingly the youth that voted for him. And the percentage in terms of young voters of Latinos vis-a-vis other voters, primarily the dominant voters, is much heavy on the young side.
And how much do you think that Governor Romney was hurt by this statement about recommending self-deportation to illegal immigrants? How much do you think that resonated with the Latino voter?
I think that was more naive than hurtful. What really hurt him was two occasions when he was faced with a student in particular, a female student. His staff, his detail actually pushed him to the side, and that resonated a great deal with the immigrants. The second thing is that he said, if this bill, the DREAM Act, passes, I'm going to veto it. So those two things were far more important than the other.
All right, Dr. Pescador, thank you so much for your thoughts here this afternoon, and I'll send it right back to Jeff.
All right, guys, thanks very much.